Hello, everyone. Here, I would like to explain to you on how to apply for an Indian passport renewal when you're doing the renewal application in Canada. And specifically, I'd be taking you through the steps and requirements that are for the Toronto jurisdiction. You can process the application through BLS International, and the application methods are as follows. You can choose either of these three methods. Either you can choose postal application or walk-in application or appointment application. So when we go deep into the postal application steps, the first thing that you need to do is to go into the online passport renewal form that is specified in the BLS site. And here's the BLS site. You just need to type in BLS International and the site comes in. And specifically, this pop-up notification shows that you can book an appointment for the BLS appointment application. I'll talk about it later. For now, for the online application, you need to go into the passport services and the new booklet or renewal. Here in Forms and Annexure, you can get access to online application forms and click on that. Now here you can see that you can click on Canada and you need to register to apply for passport services. You need to fill in this form and then you need to submit with register. And you fill in something as like this and you click register. And now you are registered. Now use your login details to log in. And now what you need to do is to apply for the ordinary passport and select the option. Now the fresh passport or the reissue of passport. Here we are discussing reissue of passport. For me, what I needed to do was to just reissue the passport due to expiry, and the type of application will be normal in 36 pages. The sample filled form would be something like this. And here, what else would be the most important would be to check if you are non-ECR, no emergency clearance requirement. And according to what your profile is, you need to fill up the details here. And then you can go to the next tab. Here you need to fill your father's and mother's given name and passport details. Then you need to fill in your address details. This address here would be the passport printable address. And you can fill in the other address details on this part. And here you can fill in your Canadian address, but it is also case respective. And next will be to go into this part. Here you can add your emergency contact details. And in this part, you need to fill in your previous passport details exactly as you have in your previous passport. And then, have you ever had your diplomatic passport? In most cases, these will be no. Here also, in most cases, it will be no, but select according to your profile. And this will be your passport preview. And after you have checked and verified all these details again, you can sign by agreeing, um, writing down the place and date, and then clicking submit. And that is the part of the online application form. Next, we go into the checklist. If we are just making a passport reissue application, it's just these parts that we need to take into consideration. You need to print out this checklist, and the application form is the one that we filled just now. And then we have the Indian passport original, and then copy, and Annexure E. Now, let me just give you a peek into what Annexure E is. You need to specify that you have stayed in a specific residence, and that's what Annexure E is, and you're making a declaration with the signatures here. And next, what you need to do is to take a proof of your Canadian address. There are a list of documents that you can present as Canadian address, and it is present here in the form filling instructions. If you go through it, you see that these instructions, in these instructions, you can find what all documents are possible to be stated as a proof of address. And then what you need to do is to get your demand draft and photographs. In case of the postal application only, you need to work on the demand drafts. If it's for a walk-in application or an appointment application, you can directly pay to them. So the status in Canada, that is also, you need to submit one of those documents that prove the status. You can present your work permit or study permit according to the documents that are stated in the previous document that I showed just now. You also need to take two photographs for the passport renewal. For me, there was one additional thing that I needed to take into consideration. It is just this change of appearance. If you have changed your appearance for some uh, because the passport is being renewed after some time, then you need to sign on a normal piece of paper that stating that the photo that you're presenting right now and the previous photo in the passport are both the same. Now, after both of those steps that you have completed in your postal application, uh, you can go and create your demand draft. And for now, the normal processing fee is 105.7, but this fee is subject to change and can here. You can find that these are the fees associated to your normal reissue of passport. And for Tatkal and many other application requirements, you can see that these are the fees that are required as stated. Now, when you make the demand draft, you don't need to take into consideration of the courier fee because you would be paying that directly while you contact BLS. So you just need to take into consideration what the fee amount is as stipulated in this website. And next, after that, you can visit the bank and you can create a demand draft under BLS International Services Canada Incorporated. And you can get a receipt from them. And after that, you can book the courier that is required to be picked up from you. And after the processing, it will be dropped off according to the address that you specify. So the first thing that you need to do is to call them, call the BLS, and ask them to schedule a pickup and drop off. And then you need to pay a courier fee of around $102, which is also subject to change. And then you will contact the courier service company, and that they will you need to confirm the address, the pickup time, and also make sure that your confirmation numbers are accurate. And also say to them that you require an envelope to send your documents with a label LOPE. And then you need to prepare all the documents, including the demand draft and the shipping label that you would place in the envelope that they bring in. So that concludes the steps that you need to do for the postal application. And after you mail the application, you can track the application status online on the BLS portal. Now, the walk-in application steps are similar. You need to be prepared with the documents and the online application. And after that, you need to go to the BLS during business hours and submit the application in person. You can pay the fee directly by cash or by card at the BLS center. And in appointment application, similarly, you can what you can do is you need to go into the BLS site here at home, as shown before. Uh, you can book an appointment by you can book an appointment. You can book an appointment here by clicking this link, and then you need to fill in these details. Mostly for this one, what you need to do is to book a date that earlier. Otherwise, you won't be able to get any dates sooner. If it's in the case of the walk-in appointments, there will be large queues, so you need to be very early for your walk-in appointments. And the next thing, the final thing, is you need to keep on tracking on the BLS site of your application status, and you can enter your passport number to view the status. That's about it. It's a very simple application. Just go through the steps diligently and you can make the application. And good luck to all.